This is The Rumor Report with Angela Yee on The Breakfast Club.
So listen up.
All right. Well, the Hollywood Reporter has shared a statement from HarperCollins. Day Street, which is an imprint of HarperCollins. Jada Pinkett Smith apparently has a memoir coming out which chronicles the lessons learned in the course of a difficult but riveting journey, a roller coaster ride from the depths of suicidal depression to the heights of personal rediscovery and the celebration of authentic feminine power. In Crisis at age 40, Jada recounts the excruciating choices she was forced to make to redefine her life in every way. We're also going to learn more about her Baltimore upbringing, her love story with Will Smith, and her long-discussed close friendship with Tupac.
Yeah, I think that book's going to be
gonna
amazing.
go.
Yeah, I think it's going to do great. I'm going to read it. Everybody's, would love to hear about their relationship. If she talks about August, if she goes through, her relationship with Tupac and how deep they go. So I'm excited about it.
All right. Now, Brittney Griner is a hostage, according to her wife. This is Cheryl Griner's first interview since Brittney Griner was sentenced to 9 years in prison in Russia. And she sat down with CBS Mornings host Gayle King. And here's what she had to say.
BG has truly suffered beyond her crime already.
So you were able to hear her voice. You've had 2 phone conversations with her. Share with us what you can about those conversations.
So the first conversation, it was just so delightful just to hear her voice. The second phone call, the minute I hung up, I think I cried for about 2-3 days straight. I did not get out of my bed. It was the most disturbing phone call.
What was disturbing to you?
It was like 30 seconds to 2 minutes of range. We're just sitting on the phone, just literally in tears. 'Cause at that point, I'm like, I don't know if she has anything left in her tank to continue to wake up every day and be in a place where she has no one.
Man, that is so scary. And here is what else Cheryl Griner has to say about Brittney Griner, because it seems like she feels like she's been forgotten.
She's very afraid about being left and forgotten in Russia or just completely used to the point of her detriment, because she's like, saying things to me like, my life just don't even matter no more.
Is that what she said to you?
Yeah.
My life doesn't matter?
I feel like my life just doesn't matter. Y'all don't see me. Y'all don't see the need to get me back home. Am I just nothing? She's very afraid about being left and forgotten in Russia or just completely used to the point of her detriment.
Okay. Feel like we played that twice. Yes. So let's never forget that Brittney Griner is over there. She's going through it. She's suffering. I'm really hoping that she makes it back home. The White House has said that her upcoming appeal is another sham judicial proceeding, and President Biden is telling his administration to engage with the Russian government at all levels to bring Griner home immediately. But her wife, Cheryl Griner, is scared that she'll never see her wife again. And it's just terrifying for her.
And I completely understand, because it seems like those talks just quieted down. Like, I haven't heard anybody mention at one time we were going to trade prisoners and they were going to get her out immediately. And then all of a sudden, I haven't heard not one person mention anything in the last, I don't even know how long.
Well, I know she has the appeal, so everyone has been talking about that. And so just praying for the best to happen and for her to make it back home. All right. Now, Ari Fletcher is talking about losing that savage Fenty deal that she had on the docuseries The Impact ATL. She's on there with Jada, Arrogante, Lakia, Destior. And she talked about losing access to her Instagram page, losing some money. Here's what she had to say because of the negative domestic violence comments that she made.
People was commenting about domestic violence and oh, why would you say this? What I did was I got on live I don't give a not meaning I don't give a about domestic violence, but just I don't give a about what y'all talking about. And this is something else too with myself that I need to check. Stop just reacting. For real, when I lost my page, I lost a Savage Fenty deal because of that for $150,000.
Wow.
And if you want to watch The Impact ATL, that's on BET Plus, by the way.
And that's why everybody always says you can't, act off of emotion. You got to think about what you're saying sometimes. And I'm guilty of it all the time. So, I definitely
it's hard when everybody's coming at you on social media. And the original comments that she made was on Don't Call Me White Girls podcast. Here's what she had said originally.
Y'all are in the comments like, oh, when I was in a relationship, this boy put out. Nobody cares. Nobody cares about what happened to you, what trauma you had. Nobody cares. You're trying to victimize yourself. Please stop. You in the comments, you're telling your stories about. Nobody cares.
All right, so she had made these comments on the podcast and then went on live as people were bashing her for saying what she liked, for her man to pull a gun on her to tame her when she's upset. And when people gave some backlash from that, she went on live to defend herself. And we actually talked to her about that too, her defending herself. And I think, she felt like she was being attacked and she lashed back out at everybody. And sometimes you got to just get offline. Or an easy solution is to be like, you know what? I was wrong the way I said that. And I really did not mean, to come at anybody like that. Mm-hmm. And that is a better way sometimes to just end things, right? All right. Now let's talk about Nori. He had Boosie on Drink Champs and Nori and DJ EFN on Drink Champs. And here is what Boosie had to say about Kanye and those White Lives Matter shit. If you guys recall, he had went on social media to let people know that this was not right. And, he had some strong feelings about White Lives Matter.
Kanye, he's straight with me. Right. But he pissed me off this morning. But when we done went through and what we still going through to this day. Fuck, everybody know people matter, but that lives matter. When we promoting that, what we done been through, let us get our glory, man. Don't be no pigeon stool from which our people done suffer and still suffering to this day. Ain't nobody getting done like blacks getting done from 300-400 years to this day. And you a conglomerate. Don't put no White Lives Matter on. Wrong with you? Dye your face then.
All right, Boosie.
Dye your face.
All right, Boosie.
Who do you say that? Dye your face then.
Damn it, man.
Oh, well, that is your rumor report.
All right. Thank you, Miss Yee. Now, Charlamagne is out. If you want to give somebody donkey of the day, 800-585-1051. Phone lines are wide open. And then after that, 2C will be joining us. So don't move. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.